Once upon a time, in a great animal kingdom, there ruled a powerful king who was respected by all. Sadly, the king became very sick, and it was clear that his days were numbered. The greatest worry in his heart was that he had no son to take over the throne after his death, only one beautiful daughter, the princess. Because the kingdom could not be left without a ruler, the king made a decree. He announced that any brave and wise animal who wished to marry his daughter and become king must pass 2 difficult tests. According to the king, only someone with patience, wisdom, endurance, and intelligence deserved to rule the kingdom. The first test was that the interested animal must drink a small bowl of very hot water, freshly brought down from the fire. The second test was even harder. The animal must stay in a dark room filled with mosquitoes for 2 hours, under the watch of 2 palace guards, without scratching, slapping, or driving the mosquitoes away, even if bitten. When the announcement was made, all the strong and brave animals in the kingdom came forward. Lions, leopards, bulls, and other mighty animals tried their best, but none of them could even pass the first test. One day, Tortoise heard about the king's decree. Though small and slow, he believed in his wisdom. He sent a message to the palace expressing his interest, and he was granted a chance to take the test on the next appointed day. When the day arrived, Tortoise came to the palace with his father, mother, siblings, nibblings, pibblings, and other relatives. The family members Tortoise came with were altogether 11 in number. After all others had tried and failed, it was finally Tortoise's turn. He carried the bowl of hot water, and first went to his father. He sang a song to him softly. The song says, "Oh father, please pray for me. Your son wants to marry the princess and be king. But he must drink from this boiling water. Pray that I will not die after drinking it. Pray that I will live to fulfill these great desires." His father stood up, placed his hands on Tortoise's shoulders, and prayed for him. When he was done, Tortoise then went to his mother and sang the same song to her. She stood up, laid a hand on him, and prayed for him too. He went to his brothers, his sisters, and all 11 members of his family present, one by one, and repeated this same song to them. Each of them stood up, laid a hand on him, and prayed earnestly for him. By the time Tortoise finished singing and receiving prayers from all 11 members of his family, the water was no longer boiling hot, it had become warm. Calmly, Tortoise lifted the bowl and drank all the water. The palace erupted in surprise and joy. Tortoise had passed the first test. The king then ordered him to proceed to the second test. 2 guards escorted Tortoise to the dark room filled with mosquitoes. He entered the room and sat close to the door while the guards watched from outside. The mosquitoes were terrifying. They buzzed loudly, bit him repeatedly, and flew around his face. Tortoise felt very uncomfortable. He struggled, and when he could no longer bear the situation, he quickly thought of a clever plan. He called out to the guards, and said to them, "I have a very interesting story to tell you. Would you like to hear it?" The guards replied excitedly, "Yes. Please go ahead. We love stories." Tortoise began his story about a farmer who bought a horse with many strange colors on its body. As he spoke, he slapped his leg, killing a mosquito, and then he stylishly said, "The side of the horse was green." Then he slapped another part of his body, killing another mosquito that was biting him, and he said, "The side of the horse was red." The guards were completely fascinated. As Tortoise continued the story, he cleverly kept on slapping mosquitoes and killing them while describing different colors on the horse's body. The guards became so entertained that they forgot about the test entirely. When 2 hours was complete, Tortoise announced calmly, "The time is up." The guards begged him to continue the story, but he explained that he could not remain in the room any longer. So they allowed him out and followed him, pleading to him to end the story, he agreed and gladly finished it outside. Filled with excitement, the guards returned Tortoise to the palace and announced that he had passed the second test. Everyone was shocked and amazed. What? Even the strongest and bravest animals failed, an elder said. How did Tortoise pass such difficult tests? There was great jubilation in the palace, especially among Tortoise's family members. The king too was shocked and could hardly believe it. He was also happy that at least someone has passed the difficult tests, and proven worthy. He happily declared Tortoise the winner of the contest. He gave him the princess as his bride and crowned him as the heir apparent to the throne. Tortoise lived in the palace thereafter. He became very rich and well respected. Later, he ruled the kingdom with wisdom. The end. What moral lesson have you learned from the story? Let us know in the comment section.